Welcome to Anime Recap Morocco. Kung Fu Panda is the name of the anime. Please like and subscribe to get every update. This panda may look like an ordinary clumsy animal, but he is part of a prophecy that will save the mortal world from the most dangerous enemy in history. After death, great Kung Fu masters ascend to the spirit realm and meditate for endless periods of time. One of them is Master Oogway. One day, he was enjoying the peaceful atmosphere when he was interrupted by an old friend. The film tells the story of Kai, a Kung Fu warrior who was defeated by Oogway 500 years ago. He wants revenge, and this time he is stronger than ever. He stole the Qi, the energy source of all the Kung Fu masters in the spiritual world. And now he also wants to steal Oogway's Qi. Once he gets it, Kai will be strong enough to return to the mortal world, and this time, Oogway won't be there to stop him. Oogway was completely unthreatened and allowed his Qi to be stolen because he set someone else up to defeat Kai. Meanwhile, in the mortal world, Oogway's top students, the Furious Five, are enjoying a peaceful life since it has been a long time since a potential enemy attacked their village. However, the strongest Kung Fu warrior is a panda named Po. He was declared a dragon warrior by Master Oogway. This is the highest rank a warrior can achieve. Po earned this title because of his unique fighting style, and now the whole village sees him as a hero. After eating a hearty meal, Po and the Furious Five hurried off to receive lessons from Master Shifu. Today, Shifu has an important announcement. He's about to retire. The most shocking news is that Po will be the next teacher of the Furious Five. Po began to panic because he did not believe he could teach anything to great warriors like the Furious Five. But Master Shifu says there is always something to learn, even for a master. As Shifu left, the Furious Five bowed to Po like obedient disciples. Po had no other choice, so he decided to return to his new job. He began training and teaching his students how to avoid obstacles. Unfortunately, Po did not have enough experience to complete such a huge task. He failed miserably and humiliated himself. Po visits Master Shifu to share his experiences, but the whole village has heard the story of his humiliation. Master Shifu explains that he knew Po couldn't do that. He just wants Po to try something new so he can become something more than he is now. Master Oogway did not choose Po as his dragon warrior to attack. Oogway saw a 500-year-old prophecy. Incredible power awaits Po, something he cannot even imagine. To explain things further, Shifu demonstrates a magical skill that he uses to make a flower bloom. He called it Qi, but Shifu still needed years of meditation to master it. Po didn't understand a word and left. He did not know that his final enemy, Kai, had come to the mortal world. He uses the collected Qi to turn spiritual warriors into Kung Fu masters. He then sent them to kill Oogway's followers so that there would be no one left to stop Kai. Meanwhile, Po still hasn't gotten over the humiliation he faced, and this worries his adoptive father, Mr. Ping. Po was lost in thought about trying to find out his identity when suddenly someone interrupted. Po set a record in the dumpling eating contest, but today there was a tourist who dared to challenge Po. It's a panda named Lishan. He came to the village to search for his son who had been lost many years ago. Po is also looking for his biological father, and after looking closer, he realizes Lishan is his father. They hugged each other tightly and celebrated their union. Mr. Ping becomes truly possessive of Po and becomes jealous of Lishan. He believes he is the only panda alive, but Lishan reveals that there is a secret panda village filled with them. AI was really happy because he had a lot of things to say to his dad. He begins by taking Lishan to the Hall of Heroes, which has the most priceless Kung Fu artifacts in China. Po had never touched them before, even though he really wanted to play with them. As Po's father, Lishan also had similar thoughts and convinced Po to try different armors. They continued playing for a while until the Furious Five and Master Shifu came there looking for Po. After a brief introduction, Master Shifu invited Lishan to watch Po teach in the training room. Po didn't want to be embarrassed anymore and asked his father to rest for a while. Luckily, they receive news of the intruder's arrival and Po flees with the Furious Five. They arrive at the market and discover spirit warriors sent by Kai. While fighting them, Po realized that they resembled the souls of dead Kung Fu masters but were completely personalityless. Suddenly, the spirit stopped and looked at Po in the scariest way possible. Then they turned into smoke and disappeared. However, Master Shifu realizes that they were sent by Kai. He rushed to the library and found a scroll written by Oogway. It contains all information related to Kai. Oogway is an ambitious young warrior who leads a large army and fights alongside his best friend, Kai. One day they were attacked and Oogway was seriously injured. Kai carried him for a few days and sought help. They finally reached an ancient healing place. It's a secret panda village hidden in the mountains. The pandas are masters of chi and used it to heal Oogway. They also taught their skills to the warriors, but Kai wanted to have all the power for himself. Oogway had to stop him and their fight shocked the earth. Kai has been banished to the spirit realm, and if he returns to the mortal world, only a true chi master can stop him. Li Shan is ready to teach Po how to control chi, but he must go to the secret panda village. Mr. Ping did not want to part with his beloved son, but they had no other choice. After Li Shan and Po left, Master Shifu ordered the other disciples to keep an eye on Kai, but they had to be careful because Kai received power from every warrior he defeated. On the way, hungry Po opened the lunch basket but was shocked to see Mr. Ping hiding in it. He was too worried about Po because he had never left Mr. Ping's side. Li Shan let Mr. Ping join them since they had come this far. They climb snow-capped mountains and use elevators to reach the highest peak. This is where the most beautiful village is located with many pandas of all sizes. This was the first time Po had seen so many of his species, and the most beautiful of them all were the adorable baby pandas. They threw a big party to welcome him and taught Po to roll around like a panda and eat with his hands. They also invited a ribbon dancer named Mei Mei. She gives a great performance and even pulls Po up on stage and dances with him. Po is overwhelmed by the grand welcome party he receives, but there is still a lot he needs to learn to become a real panda. Meanwhile, two members of the Furious Five, Crane and Mantis, fly to lock up Kai and approach an abandoned ship. Three villagers board a train to find their lost friends who have been attacked by spirit warriors. Crane warns them not to come into contact with Kai, but the villagers don't listen. Even Mantis didn't listen and boarded the ship. Crane called his friend back, but got no answer. Crane eventually enters the ship and finds Kai, who has taken the limbs of all the villagers and the Mantis. Crane tried his best to run away, but Kai caught him with a heavy chain and took his limb. The next morning, Po woke up early and followed his father because he wanted to practice as early as possible. Even though Po only focuses on learning to become a chi master, Li Shan still takes Po around the village and shows him all of the panda's hobbies. He thinks this will help Po become a real panda. The rest of the day, Po spends his time rolling around in the hills and eating large amounts of food while Mr. Ping works to stop the baby pandas from destroying his belongings. When night fell, Lai Sun took Po to show him a special place. Here, he prayed for his wife's soul to rest in peace. She is the most beautiful female panda in the village. Li Shan feels like the luckiest man to have such a wonderful family. But one day, his wife was attacked by intruders, but she chased Po away before being killed. Hearing that, Po felt very sorry and promised Li Shan that he would never leave him. Returning to the Jade Palace, Master received news of the disappearance of Kung Fu masters across China. He asked his followers to evaluate their village and prepare to face Kai. A while later, Kai reached the temple on his own. He said Oogway was like his brother, but didn't help him gain the power he wanted. So he will destroy everything Oogway has created, including the temple. 3 disciples attacked Kai, but they are no match for him. 2 disciples lost their aura while the third, Tigress, stood beside Master Shifu to protect him. But Shifu sent her back to warn Po. Kai broke the legendary statue of Oogway, then destroyed the entire palace. He then removed Shifu's chi. Tigress hides and uses the scroll to find the hidden panda village. She informs Po that Kai destroyed everything and is now coming here to defeat all the pandas. He will be here in just a few days. Now Po asked his father to teach him the secret chi technique, but Li Shan said they didn't have enough yet. They should take their things and run. Po was frustrated and kept asking his father why he hadn't started training yet and kept telling him to do random things like eat and sleep. Li Shan finally revealed the truth and said that he knew nothing about chi. The other pandas don't know that either. Their ancestors did that, but they didn't bother to study properly and decided to live a normal life. Li Shan lied to Po because he did not want his son to face an ancient enemy like Kai. I don't want to lose it again. But Po said that Li Shan lost him because he separated Po from his friends and didn't let him save the people he grew up with. Po does not run away but will stay and fight even if he has to do it alone. Mr. Ping noticed the tension between Po and his father and went to talk to Li Shan. He admitted that he was jealous of Po at first, but later realized that Li Shan's appearance had brought more things into Po's life. Even though Po was stressed and confused, he still had to save the world. But he also needs his father. Li Shan agreed and went out to assist Po. Tiger tried to convince Po that they would be defeated if they did not master it because Kai had become too strong. Po was upset because of the situation. He was neither a key master nor a teacher, and now he felt like he wasn't even a panda. Li Shan tried to calm his son down and said they were all standing next to him. They want Po to teach them Kung Fu so they can fight Kai and the Soul Warriors. They want to be like Po. This statement reminded Po of what Master Shifu said. No one is obligated to copy anyone else. They just need to be more themselves. The very next moment, Po begins teaching them to master the skills they already know and use them to learn their own version of Kung Fu. Pandas turn hobbies like rolling and dancing into fighting skills. In the end, Po became the great teacher he thought he could never become. He arranged all the pandas in different locations to attack Kai. They just need to distract him so Panda can use the Wuxi finger technique to send Kai back to the spirit realm. Kai arrives and releases his soul warriors. Po also prepared and guided his team into battle. Kai couldn't keep up with the pandas and didn't notice that Po was chasing him. Po grabbed his finger to perform the feudal finger technique, but it didn't work on Kai because he wasn't mortal. It combines all the aura of the trapped masters and becomes invincible. Po couldn't give up easily and came up with a new plan. He wrapped his feudal fingers around himself while holding onto Kai. Both were transported to the spirit realm. Kai continues to complete his unfinished mission of stealing Po's chi. Meanwhile, in the mortal world, Li Shan gathers people to help Po. He teaches them to be themselves, and it's time to return the favor. All the chi gathered and was transferred to Po, and he transformed into a powerful warrior. He always wonders whether he is a panda, a goose, an owner, or a teacher. But now he knows he is all of them. He defeated Kai and freed all the masters captured by him. He then meets Oogway, who explains his reasons for choosing Po as the dragon warrior. It is the panda who can unite the past and future of Kung Fu. Oogway declared Po his successor and gave him the legendary scepter. Po returns to the mortal world and celebrates his victory with everyone. He has become a chi master and is ready to teach this skill to everyone. Everything is impossible until you try and don't have to do it like everyone else. Do things your way. Thank you for watching. See you on the next video.